Bitcoin has been pumping. Crypto altcoins have been pumping, and everybody is excited and celebrating. Even government officials want to let you know that they are making gains with crypto.
You should not be afraid of Bitcoin. Remember y'all laughed at me when I first got my Bitcoin? Who's laughing now? Go look at my Bitcoin now. Y'all all mock me. You're taking your first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin. What's wrong with you? Now you wish you would have done it.
But not everybody is happy.
In terms of the system, what do you think of that idea?
I don't think that's how people think about it. I mean, it's so, people use Bitcoin as a speculative asset, right? It's like gold. It's just like gold, only it's virtual, it's digital. People are not using it as a form of payment or as a store of value. It's highly volatile. It's not a competitor for the dollar. It's really a competitor for gold. That's really how I think of it.
My name is Crypto Millie, and every day I talk about cryptocurrency. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the emergence of altcoin season. Yes, the best part of crypto, the part everybody's been excited about, the part I'm excited about, right? Because I get a chance finally to come out of a bear market and be part of altcoin season. And guess what? If you're new to crypto, you came at the best part of cryptocurrency. So stick around, get some knowledge for the video, pick up some alpha. And if you like this type of alpha, let me know in the comments. Consider joining our free Discord, community council, and also the Patreon for exclusive content. Now, we have some breaking news. Donald Trump here has announced the nomination of Paul Atkins to be the next chairman of Securities and Exchange Commission. So this guy's going to be the next chairman of the SEC. And when you don't know the bullish part about this, there's, allegedly there's information out there that he, has worked with Algorand and another project called RSR. So many people are talking about how this is bullish for the entirety of crypto, specifically for United States crypto companies. So you see in a lot of those crypto companies in the US, stuff like HBAR going absolutely parabolic. In fact, HBAR was up 700% on the month. Isn't this crazy that a lot of these blue chips, these are blue chip tokens that you're looking at, by the way, are up massively on the month. A lot of these blue chips, we thought we're dead. We thought we're dying. Those XRP is pumping. So if you are holding a token that you feel like, oh man, this has got to be the end, hold on for dear life, because you never know when that pump may be coming. Consider our community token, guys. We're doing some wonderful things. But again, we are getting a new chairman at the SEC. I think that this is bullish. Even Senator Cynthia Loomis thinks this is bullish. According to her, she says Paul Atkins' nominations as SEC is a huge win for financial innovation. President Trump promised to have the most pro-digital asset admin in U.S. history. Guys, I don't think you understand how bullish we are right now as far as altcoins. Like, we are bullish. Very, 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 very bullish. Very, very bullish. And even after January 20th, where a lot of people are looking at the Trump inauguration as a buy the rumor, sell the news event, I think we got a clear runway of 4 years of growth, potential growth for the entire cryptocurrency market, right? This means your altcoins could possibly make you a crypto millionaire. So again, you're here at the best part. Bitcoin again is pumping, even as the Bitcoin dominance is going down. Guys, this is bullish. This is BTC on the monthly chart, headed to touch our module here at the top, which is 115,000. Do you believe Bitcoin can reach 115,000? You can see here, Bitcoin is on its way to become the #1 asset on the earth, right? Salute to my boy Kobe. The #1 asset on the earth. This would be insane. Can you imagine Bitcoin flipping Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, and even gold, and what could possibly happen for our altcoins? So guys, this is a opportunity to lock in generational wealth for the bloodline, right? You know what I'm saying? For generations to come, right? And you do not want to fumble this bag. This is why, right? This is why. This is not the time to be moving around your bags, jumping in this crypto, trying to chase green candles. This is the time where you buy in on spot, you chill, you relax, and you enjoy your gains, right? You don't have to do too much when things are bullish, right? That's what I'm going to tell you. Just off experience, I'm telling you that. You don't got to do much when things are bullish. And we are seeing a bullish pennant here with BTC. Jelly thinks that this pennant could push BTC to the heights of 130,000. Guys, let me know in the comments if you think BTC will hit 130,000 this cycle. Taking a look at the total market cap, guys, we are clear as day in price discovery. So this is the entire cryptocurrency market. This is why you seen the chill guy being shilled. Yes, the meme coin chill guy being shilled on the national television, right? The media was talking about chill guy, right? So this is an example of what happens when we start to see the cryptocurrency market in price discovery. But this is just the beginning. This is the beginning. I would say the beginning of the end, right? Because we are in the latter stages. So you're not early, but you're early to the best part of crypto. And then this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the end, should I say. Hey guys, this is huge, because this means that everybody is now, they have their eye on crypto, right? Crypto has people's attention. People are watching other people make money in crypto. People are watching people's lives be changed with crypto. And guess what? They want a piece of the pie as well. So this may be the last chance and opportunity that you get to position yourself. There will be dips across the way. All right. There will be dips across the way, but you utilize these dips as an opportunity to add to your bag. I don't want to personally be too bullish here, because I personally know a correction can happen any day, as the total 3, this is the altcoin index, is now in price discovery. We still need a print and confirmation candle above our last all-time highs last cycle, but we're clear as day in price discovery. So now we're not just talking about Bitcoin, right, being talked about by the media. Now we're headed to the hype stage where everybody's talking about crypto. Your favorite race car driver is rapping his car with its meme coin. Your favorite rapper is rapping about ecosystems in crypto, right? Your favorite celebrity, actress, they're flaunting. Your NFL players are flaunting Bitcoin and how much Bitcoin that they hold, right? Kind of like you seen the government official at the beginning of the video. So this is the time that you just want to lock in, right? Tether dominance is capitulating. People are rolling their Tether, their stable coins, into altcoins, guys. We are in altcoin season. In fact, altcoins are now being talked about, right? Almost near all-time highs as far as interest, right? So the search term altcoins is near all-time high, which means people are looking for altcoins. People are starting to get involved, not just in one country. We're talking about a international asset. This is something that's available for everybody across the world. I'll tell you what, crypto really brings people together, right? And I've talked about this before, how I've learned so much in crypto. I've met so many people just being in Web3, guys. And this is the future. This is the future of finance. This is the future embedded with AI, the digital age. And if you're not in line with what's about to happen, you will be left behind. Even as a company, if you got a company, a small business, you know, maybe you should consider putting Bitcoin on your balance sheet, right? Because you're seeing major companies, the MicroStrategies, the Teslas, right? Now, even states and, you know, potentially countries are now adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, right? And again, as this interest, you know, starts to pick up and uptick for Bitcoin, right? That's what happens. You know, the altcoins are going to run with it, right? So just an example here, guys, you can see, if we just look here, you can see how Bitcoin is just like that thing that everybody talks about, but eventually we'll see like altcoins run with it, right? In fact, right now people are talking about altcoins a little bit more than they're talking about Bitcoin, right? So just keep that into perspective. The Bitcoin dominance is capitulating, losing a little bit of sell volume. These are monthly charts, by the way, that I'm looking at. I want to make that clear. Monthly charts. So these are long-term horizons, and this is why a lot of people think altcoin season is here, because we're starting to see the Bitcoin dominance capitulate, not only on the weekly, but now starting to capitulate here on the monthly. Even though the selling pressure and volume is dying down a bit, if we can get below 53%, guys, we will go parabolic. In fact, every time Bitcoin dominance capitulated, right, we seen generational wealth in the cryptocurrency space. Literally generational wealth in the cryptocurrency space. For example, if we just swing here to the Bitcoin dominance, you can see that this is a chart with Bitcoin dominance, the Ethereum dominance, and also the altcoin dominance, right? Every time you see all of the lines kind of like jumbled up together. That's the bull run. That's the altcoin season. And as you see, all of the lines are starting to come together, similar to from what we've seen from like the Ichimoku cloud, right? If you do technical analysis. So here, these two bubbles, these were the last previous bull cycles and altcoin seasons. And as the Bitcoin dominance comes down, the Ethereum dominance goes up, and also the altcoin dominance, the other dominance goes up, and they kind of jumble up together. That's when we're in like peak bull run altcoin season. This is when you say, hey, I got to start talking about taking profits. I've talked about my exit strategy, how I utilize different charts, different technical indicators, moving averages, and even here the logarithmic Bitcoin logarithmic chart, right? So just go check out my exit strategy video, guys. But we are one step away from generational wealth. If you've been in crypto for the last 2 years, you're probably already starting to see your net worth increase. So salute to you. Another sentiment check here is the app ranking. So right now, the Coinbase store ranking on Apple, right? The 7-day moving average is 47. Peak altcoin season, Coinbase was #1. So just imagine, right? I know we want to say like, hey, retail is here. Yeah, they're here. They're coming. But just imagine how lucrative our bags will be when Coinbase app ranking is #1. It reached #1 in December 2017, April 2021, and November 2021. Moving on along, Robinhood app store ranking right now, 7-day moving average is 103. Again, Robinhood hit #1 in Q1 2021 and then 2024, right? So this is a retail driven metric. Coinbase is a crypto driven metric, but you can utilize Robinhood because a lot of people are now buying Robinhood listed tokens, right? Because it's easy for them to understand. They're not willing to take the time to learn how to utilize Dex, Phantom, or a wallet. They just want to use something they can trust. And the normies are coming back utilizing stuff like Coinbase, Robinhood, right? Another great metric is the Moonshot app store ranking, right? The 7-day moving average is 128. According to this post, it says maybe useful as a meme coin app to see if retail peak euphoria still to be decided. So what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of gonna track this app and see how it reacts to when meme coins actually peak here. And then we already talked about how the Bitcoin interest, right, as far as like search term is at 40. You want to see this around 75 before you really start to think like, okay, I need to hit the sell button. I need to get out. So we could truly be getting our Christmas rally, right? Santa's in town for altcoins. Altcoins are now at a 90, guys. And this is the highest we've been like for the last couple years. So this may be it. But again, if you're just hopping in right now, you're new, you just woke up and said, hey, I want to take a look at Crypto Millie's video on altcoins, understand that you may get a correction or pullback when you first get in for all the new people, right? Because everything's hot right now. Technically, you were supposed to be buying altcoins in Bitcoin season. That's what we've been doing. We've been here, right? Everybody know that. But if you knew, there's still opportunities. And guess what, guys? In crypto, it's like millions of coins. So there always will be an opportunity to make money in cryptocurrency and make that generational wealth. Again, we'll pay attention to this Bitcoin dominance chart that shows ETH chart and others chart. And once these lines start to coil in and kind of like compact together, that's it. That means that it's go time. Like things are going to be crazy. NFTs might be going crazy. Meme coins might be going to 100 billion. This altcoin season will be insane, guys. So let me know. Again, be safe. We're in altcoin season. It's at a 90. The Fair Greed Index is at 83, right? Last time the Fair Greed Index reached over 80, we stayed up there about a month. We've already been in greed for about a month. So the question is, will this pump? Will this altcoin hype and these evaluations that's starting to go up, is it short term? Will we start to, correct within the next 2 to 4 weeks, going into the Trump inauguration? That's something to be said because we've been in greed for a full month now. So I want to make that clear. I also continue to monitor the others dominance chart on the monthly as we are looking for a confirmation monthly candle, which can send us to Valhalla, because remember, guys, when altcoins pumped last time in altcoin season, it pumped for a full year. Somebody asked me how long altcoin season lasts. It lasts 6 to 12 months, right? And we are just headed into the first month, right? If we just go here to the other dominance in 2020 and 2021, you can see once we was able to break above and get a green print, you know, we stayed up there for a full year. We stayed in for a full year, right? So if I just wanted to make a quick model here, guys, show you guys an example of what I'm talking about, we could just pretty much do bars patterns from here. And we're going to go here. And we're going to move this over here, because that's when it first started pumping. All right. So you can see how crazy altcoins. This is a crazy, right? Look how similar these charts look. Isn't it crazy how you could just put something together and they just connect like a puzzle? So this is the potential of how high the altcoin dominance could go this cycle, and how lucrative these altcoin pumps could be. And the others chart here on the monthly again is look at this volume here. This is huge volume. This is like a real breakout, but we need to get above our all-time highs in the last cycle. You can see here, this is the others chart, guys. Once this thing broke above our green line here, we pumped for a full year, right? So this is another example of how we can break above, finally break above. We already printed our green dot and pretty much pump to almost maybe I mean, this is the micro caps, the low caps, the small caps, the mid caps. Maybe we see we top out somewhere between 600 billion and $1 trillion in the micro cap and low cap sector, which will be lucrative gains, guys. We're talking about 10x's, 50x's, even 100x's. So be prepared. Have your exit strategy together. This could be the most lucrative 6 to 12 months in your life. And guess what? You're here. You're right now. You're locked in. You have a crypto wallet. You have crypto coins. You're putting yourself and your family in a position to never have to want again. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.